Hi there, and welcome to Graham's Guide Friday Live this Friday, April 30th, 2000. April 30th? How did we get here? I'm sorry, I always seem to be surprised about the date, but it always takes me by surprise. Let's get straight into what I want to talk about today because I'm busy marking your assignment to submissions and I want to get back onto them. At the moment, they're all looking good. Congratulations on submitting if you have submitted. Um, it's good to get that out of the way. And now we've got a little bit of grace period before you have to submit assignment 3, but we're going to be looking at some of the things related to assignment 3. Before we move on to that though, I want to show you how to find the collaborate recording for assignment 3, which we had the collaborate session this past Wednesday. So we're on my dashboard. So here I would just be clicking into our unit. This is our unit homepage, and then here the collaborate link. And from here, what people often miss is this little hamburger menu in the top left-hand corner. So if you click on I think it's called a hamburger menu because it sort of looks like a hamburger. Anyway, if you click on this menu, a second menu comes out, and if you click on recordings, you will find the recordings for all of our units, and just scroll down to where it says Kerry and Graham, recording 3. It went for just under an hour, that's good. And then over here on the right hand side, click on Watch Now, and it will come up in just a second. And when you click on either play here and save it or down there, it will begin. You'll hear Kerry's voice in a moment. But I just want to show you down here, if you click on this purple chevron, that will open the chat panel. And you can see the chat that was going on as well. Alrighty, well, I think we'll finish there before we hear Kerry start to talk. That was all I wanted to show you there, how to access the Collaborate recordings. All right, let's get rid of that and go back to the unit homepage. Okay, so the next thing I want to show you, I know I've shown you this before, but one thing I've noticed as I've started to mark the assignment 2s, some people are still challenged by the referencing. There's sort of no reason why you can't get the if you're referencing one of the materials from this unit, there's sort of no reason for not getting that reference correct because it's right here. If you click on the modules and then scroll to the bottom of the modules page, all the way to the bottom, you'll find here the references for this unit. If you click on APA, I'll open both of these, and Harvard. So let's go in. So here's, just so you want to cite who was popular, someone who's been popular recently. I've noticed people are citing Baldovino. So if you want to cite mention Baldovino in your assignment, mention them by name. You'll then put a citation in where you mentioned it, and then you just need to copy and paste this into your reference list. If you're doing APA, you'd use the APA list, and here's the Harvard list. Let's scroll down to which week was it? Week 4. If you're using Swinburne Harvard again, just come in here and copy and paste. These are mostly correct. If you happen to copy and paste across copy and paste one of these, and if it was not correct here in our list and you put it into your assignment, I'm not going to penalize you for getting this reference wrong. In fact, provided you've made a good go of the references, you're highly likely to get a pass for referencing. If you've made the extra effort, well, then your grade will be higher. It could be up to a high distinction if you've perfected your referencing. But I have mentioned in the past, trying to get that 1 or 2 extra marks, spending an hour or more perfecting your referencing is not a good use of your time. You're better off spending that on one of the other criteria where you can get more marks for your hour's work. In referencing, you may only get 1 or 2 marks extra. for a perfect reference list. Frankly, I don't think that's a good use of time. I don't mind it. If the perfectionists want to do that, that's fine, but I don't need that sort of stress. So I tend to do it close enough is good enough. Of course, if it was for publication, I'd make sure I got it right. Or if I had spare time. Anyway, look, referencing that's a whole other talk about being a perfectionist. Let's not go down that track. Okay, the last thing I want to show you is how to cite and reference the activities and the discussions. So let me go into one of the discussion boards. Which one? Haven't been into 7 is one of my groups, and into the general Q&A discussion. I've put a list here of frequently requested links, so that's a resource there. But just below that, I've also put a guide to citing and referencing the discussions. And the reason why I mention this is because in assignment 3, we ask you to talk about the success profiling you did back in week 3. So when you refer to the success profiling, you might want to cite and reference that. So this is how you would do it. The citation would look like this, and the reference would look like, sorry, I'll highlight that just in case people missed what I was looking at. So if you're going to cite the profiling, the success profiling of week 3, you would put in a citation, and this is what your citation would look like. And in your fully formatted list of references, this is for APA style, this is what it would look like. And if you were doing it in Harvard style, this is what it would look like. And this is the fully formatted for a citation, and this is what it would look like in Swinburne Harvard for the full reference. So also, if you wanted to, just say you're talking about virtual collaboration and you want to give an example of how virtual collaboration has helped you, and we like you to use specific examples. If you wanted to use a specific example from the discussion boards, so you want to pull out a small excerpt where maybe you asked a question and one of your colleagues provided you with the answer, and that's obviously a very good example of virtual collaboration or social constructivism. Then you might want to put that, do a screenshot of that, put that into your assignment, and then you want to cite and reference it. So how would you do that? This is how you do it here. If the person who wrote the response to you was Jones, then you might use Jones 21 as your citation. And down here, this is where you've cited. I know this is talking about the Center for Academic Integrity, but that was a discussion in another in a past version of this unit. But the formula is the same. You would put in the whatever week's discussion it was, and put the URL, and it's the author date system in APA style, and in Harvard style it's still the author date system, but this is what it would look like. The discussion board post of someone who helped you. This is the citation, the in-text citation, and here is the full reference. So this is how you would cite and reference the learning modules and also the discussion boards. And that's in everyone's discussions. You can find that. It's pinned up here under general Q&A. All right, well, look, that's enough from me. I think I've babbled on. I only wanted to pass on those 3 things to you, which I've now done. Now I'm going to get back to the marking of your assessments. Bye for now. Oh, where's that button? I've got an itchy eye. I can't see it. Okay, sorry about that. Stop button. Okay, bye for now. And all the best for the last 4 weeks of this unit. It's been a pleasure working with you. See you in the discussions.